Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's time for Hani and Gretchen to bake. Welcome to Hani and Gretchen Bake series. This month is all about apples. Gretchen is gonna show you how to make this delicious caramel apple cobbler dessert. Be sure to click through and learn how to make it as well on Gretchen's Bakery YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you how to make these magical unicorn apple pie Pop-Tarts. So let's get started. I'm going to make the dough using flour, sugar, salt, chilled butter, egg yolks, and vanilla extract. You can also use store-bought pie dough if you don't feel like making your own. Process flour, salt, and sugar in a food processor for about 10 seconds and then gradually add chilled and diced butter. I'm going to pulse it about 10 times or so until butter is the size of peas. In the beginning of the video I forgot to mention that we'll also use chilled milk, so I'm adding the milk to the egg yolks. Also you're gonna need a splash of vanilla and use a fork to break it up. Gradually pour the mixture into the mixer while pulsing, and you're gonna stop once you see that it's starting to come together and you can press the dough between your fingers and it's not crumbling. Dump it into a clean bowl and just gather it together. And we're gonna chill this for about 2 hours or so, or you can also chill it overnight. So like I mentioned before, this is an apple collaboration, so I'm using local apples from a local farm to make my filling. You can use whatever apples you like. I always like to add lemon juice to my apple filling. I'm also going to add lemon zest. Underneath there is some cinnamon and freshly ground nutmeg. You're going to need a little bit of butter and some all-purpose flour. This filling can be made ahead of time, store it in a refrigerator, let it come to room temperature before serving or using for your baked treat. So we're gonna peel the apples, slice them and dice them. Measure about 2 cups of apples, diced apples, and then put them in a pot. Add lemon juice, spices, lemon zest and butter, and also some granulated sugar. Heat it up on medium heat. Once the butter melts, let it cook until soft, and then we're gonna turn off the heat. I'm going to let it cool slightly, and then I'm going to add flour, and vanilla extract. I love vanilla. I'm adding vanilla to everything I can. So now take out the dough out of the freezer or fridge, wherever you were storing it, and I'm going to put 1/2 back into the fridge so it doesn't soften too much, and roll it out to 9 by 9 square. I'm using a little bit of flour underneath to prevent sticking. And you're going to do the same thing with the other half of the dough. So you're gonna have 2 squares that are 9 by 9 inches, and then you're gonna divide them into 9 equal squares. So you're gonna have Pop-Tarts that are approximately 3 by 3 inches. I'm going to stick this into the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. To make the unicorn horns, I'm using scraps of dough Shape the dough into a log and then shape one end to the point. Brush a little bit of water on one of the logs and then twist them like this. I'm going to trim the horns to about 1.5 inch length. Place these on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and stick them into the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes. Take the chilled dough out of the fridge and space out the squares on a baking sheet lined with parchment. Put about 1 heaping teaspoon of filling on each square. Flatten it with the back of the spoon. Using water or milk, brush the edges. Take out the remaining dough and put a square on top of the filling. Press the edges with your fingers lightly and then use a fork to seal it. Make holes in the dough. This will allow for the steam to escape while baking. I'm going to bake these at 400 degrees of Fahrenheit for about 20-25 minutes. Horns will take a little less time to bake, so watch them carefully. Once they are baked, let them cool completely before decorating. To make these really magical, I'm going to use the luster dust mixed with some lemon extract, and we're going to paint the horns using food only paintbrush. To make the icing or glaze, I'm using powdered sugar and milk, and I'm just gonna add milk gradually until I'm happy with the consistency. You can also use flavorings if you'd like vanilla, almond, and so on. Once you're happy with the consistency of the glaze, divide it into 5 approximately same portions. And we're gonna color each with different colors. So I'm using lemon yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Mix the color into the glaze and then fill the sandwich bags. Use a small sandwich bag to pipe, and then using a small spatula you can spread the icing evenly. Now I'm doing it on a diagonal, but you can, I think it will be actually easier to do just strips across, so you decide what you want to do. Try not to get too much glaze on top of these because it's pretty liquidy and it will run over if you do so. Use a spatula to smooth it and distribute it evenly on top of the Pop-Tart. You can make these adorable Pop-Tarts ahead of time, let the glaze harden, and then store them in an airtight container layered between pieces of wax paper. While the glaze is still wet, decorate the top with luster dust and some edible silver hearts or stars. Place the horn on the top and repeat. And that's how you can bring a little magic into your life, making these unicorn apple pie Pop-Tarts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And don't forget to hop over to Gretchen's Bakery and learn how to make this amazing caramel apple cobbler. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.